Good morning, everybody. It's June 14th, and I will be explaining today's homework and in big all the homework for the week, so you'll know what to do if you cannot make it to the live lessons on Tuesday and Thursday. So as you remember, every Tuesday at 9 o'clock, we have a lesson in Carolina's room and Thursday for everybody. And for Thursday, we have a lesson for the morning students at 9 o'clock and for the afternoon students at 10 o'clock. So hopefully you can make it. That's where we practice more face to face. Okay, so everybody have their turns and that's where we practice. So let's see what we have for today and for the whole week. If you want to see your homework, you can always go to our blog. Okay, let's go to our blog and then you can see all the work you have to do for this week and for that day. Okay, so this is from June 14 to 18. So we will continue learning about Canada, more stuff about Canada. It's very important, even for your citizenship test. The more you know, the more prepared you will be. And frequency adverbs. How often do you do something? Sometimes, oh, I walk in the park. Sometimes I always brush my teeth at night, and so on and so on. So these are the frequency adverbs. Okay, so for Monday, for today, this is for everybody. You can click on the picture, and then under the picture, I will send out the links in Messenger. You have the 3 exercises for today. So the vocabulary with the new words and exercise 1 and 2. If you want to do more during this week, just to practice more about Canada, there are 9 different exercises here. So go ahead and do it. You don't have to send these ones back to me. It's just for you to practice about Canada. And it gives you the correct answer. So when you check your answers, you know if you did well or not. You don't have to send it back to the teacher. Okay, so let's see what we have. As I told you before, it says click 2 times and then you will see the words and their meanings. So 1, 2. See, border is the line between two countries or provinces. There are borders between Ontario and Quebec, Ontario and Manitoba, Canada and the US. So these are borders. Please copy these in your notebook because later on when you do your exercises, you will need to look at them if you don't remember everything and nobody remembers everything. Okay, then you click again. 1, 2, highest, above all others. And then you will have couple. This is not an exercise. This is just for you to copy so you understand and you learn more English. Again, 1, 2, longest meanings longer than all others. Okay, when you finish, you can click back in the top left corner on the arrow and then you can go to exercise number 1. So what we have to do here, you can click on the little arrow and you can pick which answer it is. Okay, the number of people who live in a place, it's called population. Okay, above all the others, it means the highest. Longer than all the others is the longest. Okay, to move without stopping, it's flow. So if you think about the water in your sink or the water in the river, the water doesn't run, the water doesn't walk, the water flows, moves slowly, flows. Okay, the line between two countries, that would be the border. Okay, and there is the check button at the bottom of your page. You can click on it and then you can see if you did 100% or some or not that good, then you can do it again. Okay, then when you finish, you go back again and you can go to exercise number 2. What you do here, you click on this little play button and then you pick the good answer after you hear it. It says there are 10 provinces in Canada. Okay, then you go to the next one. Okay, I have to stop it because it's talking, I'm talking. Okay, so there are 3 territories in Canada, correct? You can go to the next one and so on. Okay, Okay, I'll stop this one. Okay, where are we? Yeah, I can close this. Okay, so this is for today. Again, please copy the vocabulary in your notebook so you can look at it later and then you can do exercise 1 or 2. If you have more time, there are 9 exercises. You can practice and do all of them if you like. Okay, for Tuesday, I will introduce adverbs of frequency. I will explain more tomorrow during the live lesson at 9. Okay, and these are always, usually, normally, or generally the same, often, frequently. Most people they use often, not frequently. Sometimes, occasionally, seldom, hardly ever, rarely, never. You don't have to know all of these. There are some that are more important that you have to remember. Always, it's very important. Never is very important. Often and sometimes, and then maybe rarely and usually. These are the ones you should remember. Please copy this one in your notebook. That's for Tuesday, not for today again. Copy this in your notebook and then I will explain how to use it tomorrow. As you see in the examples, they go before the verb, brush, walk, get, before, but it will go after verb to be, or an auxiliary verb. So he is always happy. Verb to be first, then the frequency adverb. Okay, so I copy that one. Then this is an exercise for tomorrow's homework. Again, this is just at the top. This is the explanation of it. And the bottom, you just have to put how often you do something. So you say, I never get up at 5 a.m. Then you say, we will type here never. I get up at noon, maybe. Sometimes you get up at noon. I don't know. I never get up at noon. The one that I want to tell you about is number 12 and 13. Torta de tamal. I don't know what that is. If it's a Spanish food, I don't know. So I would say I never have a torta de tamal for breakfast. And number 13, I have a memela with chicharron. I don't know what that is either. So if you have it, you can say I sometimes have, or I often have, or if you never have because you've never heard about it, like teacher Karina, you can just say I never have a mamela with chicharron. Okay. I watch series on Netflix. The teacher who made this, unfortunately, it's no scene at Netflix. Okay. Watch soap operas. When you finish, the teacher will get your homework. Just don't forget, put your name. Don't put 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't put anything. Put your name so I know who is sending it to me. Okay, so this was for Tuesday. Okay, for Wednesday, I have an activity that you have to do about Canada, both morning and afternoon. And I have adverbs of frequency. I will explain that tomorrow. Where do you put often in the sentence? You just have to copy. Where do you put sometimes? They read a book sometimes. They sometimes read a book. Pete gets angry never. Peter never gets angry. So you just copy the sentences with the frequency adverbs in the sentence, okay? And then for Thursday, again, 9 o'clock morning students lesson, 10 o'clock afternoon students lesson. I have an exercise about Canada for both morning and afternoon. What you have to do, this is the beginning of the sentence, find the end of the sentence. So number 3, for example, number 1 is done. Canada is the second largest country in the world. So number 1, number 1. Number 2, Canada is the continent is in the continent of North America. Number 2. Number 3, the population of Canada is more than 37 million. We are a little bit more than 37 and a half. So this will be number 3. Okay, that is for Thursday. And then for also for Thursday, the morning students will have a practice test, reading practice test. You have to read this short story. And from the story, you can copy the correct words in the sentences, circle A, B, or C, circle if it's false, copy some words here. People work as maybe engineers, maybe factory workers, maybe something else that is a true, false. And for the afternoon students, there is this YouTube video. You don't have to watch the whole video. If you want, you can, but for this exercise, you just have to watch the first 3 minutes, okay? And all the answers that the teacher wants, these 6 questions, they are in the first 3 minutes. If you want to finish watching it, it's only 8 minutes video. You will learn a lot. But for the homework, you will need to watch only the first 3 minutes. Okay, Friday, the morning students will have a reading test, and the afternoon students will have a listening test. Okay, I didn't put the questions up for the listening yet because then you will start doing it. So I didn't put it up. I will put it up today or tomorrow. We'll see. Okay, so that is the homework and all the lesson for this week. Try to come to the live lesson. As you know that we always practice extra there. I always tell you answer your questions, and that's a good way for you to practice with the teacher again. Okay, everybody, have a nice day and see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Bye, everyone.